Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the new episode of Imperator Rome, Tarentum, also known as Magna Graecia. And before we get started of what my plans for this episode, I would like to issue an apology for the previous episode, despite the fact that it was a good one. But to me, it was marred by that little noise that you heard from my headset, from my mic, that happened throughout the whole episode after I gone back and listened to it. So as a precaution, just to make sure this never happens again, before I officially record an episode, I do test recordings just to say the word testing about 3 times. Then listen back to it and to make sure the sound quality is good. And so therefore, it's good as of this time, as you can hear me now. I tested it earlier, it's fine. Now, with that apology out of the way, which, by the way, I'd like to think that this apology that I issued was 100% approved by the Senate of all seats. But now, this episode may be quite shorter than usual because this will cover the, not too many years. I mean, throughout this man's term. And also, we're trying to get to the military faction in power again in preparation of, the eventual war against Rome, which would no doubt happen in the next episode. So just to make sure, we need a military man to be the Tesmatari, the chief magistrate. Regardless of skill. At least you got charisma. At least he'll be more loyal these days. Not to mention he's going to be way up on the... I'll hopefully get more seats than this other faction does. It could be a race. May have to endorse them in the future, despite the fact that this country still has some tyranny. But what can you do? But I'll tell you what I can do. We got a lot of money and a lot of manpower, and I know where to spend. It's going to be for a couple of things. And also, in preparation of the Roman War, you will be docked over there now, knowing that we would have to blockade the coast. But again, their manpower is still low, but they recover faster than we do. It's actually 239 from pups, 297 plus 18, so they recover a bit more faster than we do. After that Carthaginian War, and soon they're probably going to deal with these barbarians. Hopefully they don't come on down here, otherwise I'm going to kick their tail. So here on this front line, again we have a fort here, a fort there, and there. We can see the Romans have a fort there, and another one there. Oh, and do not forget about this little 2 fort there. So in the meantime, we need to bolster the strength, knowing that we'll make lots of money on all this, so I thought we'll take advantage of this. And after we learned the lessons from the these Carthaginians, so those elephants that they had about 6 of them, so let's get 2 more of them. Give me 2 elephants. Cavalry's good enough. I don't want to use too much manpower. Now, as for these guys, they're good, but I plan on creating a 3rd army. But I have another idea, and this is something that I've been wanting to do for the longest time, and that's build a road from here to Sicily. Not this way, because relative close position. And to do that, if you need to build a road, you need 10 cohorts. So We need to borrow your light infantry. We'll get them back to their respective front lines. Three plus 4 is 7. So give me 3 more. And now for the creation of the third army, starting with the archers, just to have it in existence. And another thing I remembered, not only, we're going to be building an army, while we'll spend some degree of manpower, maybe half of it. What I need is other smaller countries to become client states of ours, and we're pretty good. We're pretty close to it now. I mean, the money is fine, we don't need tribute, but client states would be good. These have no friends, but we can improve relations with them. Not sending them money, because I know where the money is going. I wish I could do the same to them, but that'll take a while, and they have bad stability. No, bad stability is good. Unless I were to send them some money, and then they'll be more cooperative as we continue to improve relations, which we're still improving. But beware of this man. Oh no, he'll be more loyal again. He's just plotting quietly. Take your time. Military factions wanting them again. Is that what you were plotting on? I cannot. Just less likely to support me with changing laws. Well, we're going to put a military faction man around that country eventually. Just hold your horses. Sometimes childhood forges friendships that last for a lifetime, often, and those that transcend from the boundaries of family class and belief. It appears that Aphrodisia seems to be developing a strong bond with Xenon of the Agathokid family. As any parent knows, there isn't much we can do to stand between them. These 2 young children. Okay. Daughter of the Archon. Oh, that's my daughter. Huh. And as friend of Xenon, son of the Admiral. My eldest. Alright. Okay, the third army will consist of you just hold on, alright? Trying to get everybody together here. Because there's too many Stratos out there. Yeah, this is third Stratos, and this is, oddly enough, it's called the 8th. Don't ask what happened to the other ones. I could think of something funny in my head, but... yeah. Okay. It'll have 6 more archers. And in addition, the 4 heavy infantry. And in this one, we'll have horse archers, which has the best maneuverability out of all of them. You know, they'll take a bit more of that morale damage, but it's good against infantry, especially heavy infantry against the Romans, which they would definitely use heavy infantry. Just need something to counter them. Heavy infantry cannot counter against horse archers very well. And the archers, obviously, will just bring them for anti-infantry use. 1, 2, 3, 4. And of course, supply wagon. Just to keep with the food. Now to your post. It'll be in this area. So we spent more than a half of that manpower now. Well, you lot start building a road. The road will be created from this location. This unit reaches its next location. As I said, from Taurus to Sicily, whichever's the quickest from here to Regan. So there you go. They got the shovels. It's in the works. And it seems it takes 3 months to have a road built. But mind you, it's going to cost us 50 gold each time he's built. But do not worry. We'll still have the good income for that. Right, as the army is being built, now a little bit more on the politicking. If we can get these guys to our side. Try to make them become a client state. Which will make them pay tribute, and they'll join us in wars. No matter what. And we protect them in return. That's another reason why we're building more and more cohorts. We're just trying to intimidate the little countries and get them to become a client state. Their opinion. My opinion, their opinion. Yeah, we're working on it. And we can always send money if need be. And try to get the military faction into power, which no doubt they will. And I could expand the navy, because I plan on adding more triremes in the future, just based on the experience from what we saw with the Carthaginian navy. There. First section of the road is built. I didn't see how much it cost. Was it 50 gold, as is intended? Yes, 50. Good to go. Once they finish building a road, they're going to return to their respective armies. There's the horse archers taking their time getting here. That's a lot that we asked. Look at how fast they just moved. Thanks to the road. There you go. It was supposed to be 4, not 5, but I'll take it. And the man to run this army has to be a loyal one, and that's me. Oh, wait a minute. No. You're civic faction, not mercantile. But we got a better one. Steadfast for military discipline. And he is way loyal. A grateful family. And family married to ruler family. That's good. And Xenophon, he's an original thinker. Well, they're both from the same family. The only difference is he's abrasive. Plus, less popular. But he's more loyal. Loyalty matters, so I'd rather have you. We already have an original thinker in Archimedes. Which I hope you're doing well yourself. Sure. He's an honest man and he can never be bribed. And he will soon stop plotting quietly and he'll get back to our side. Whoa. 3 targeted by. One's trying to befriend him. And wants to seek patron. Seek patron. Well. Everybody wants you. Anyways, continue with the road building. Well, at least we found our man. That's the job. And we cannot drill the troops until, we move that maintenance up, but no. Save the money. We'll soon start importing more trade routes. And may possibly send gifts to the little countries in need. We'll be getting there. New console. What say, Cyrenaica? Although we fear that a civil war is gonna erupt pretty soon. All because of the head of the family of theirs. That family of yours, who's that? He's very disloyal. The cancer will not take him away soon. Wish I could make him a rival, but he's too... I remember something else. How much money do I have? Not very much. I need some. I don't have to do this, but may have to befriend the rulers. Here's another way to get them in, to make them a client state, so I could free up on the alliance space for someone else. You got a few more spaces to go. Again, we're building a road towards Sicily. That's just for faster response in case of Carthaginian invasion. That's the reason. The only reason. Oh, don't you dare. You'll need us for the Civil War. Planning my demise. You want to go back to Carthage, you ungrateful... Well, I can't use my money and influence. Again, they plan on declaring war on me. My ally or my league member. It's not opinion. The despite the friendly relations, I think they want to get back into Carthage, but they do not have a cast spell eye on us in any way, shape, or form. Okay, so it's not them then, and it's going to be those guys. And they've had histories of civil wars because they are a very weak country. Maybe they just fear our military might. Minister of Excellence. Diodotos Agathokid. In a fine display of financial argument has made significant alterations to the national budget. We should expect to see much better revenue this year. Excellent. More wealth. A little bit more. Level 2 fortress in Syracuse is finally finished. And there's the elephants that's going to go to this army. Well, it won't matter, because Civil War is going to break out. Hopefully they'll reconsider. Wait, you need to calm down with that rhetoric. Oh no, diphtheria. I know that disease. And I'm a pretty healthy man. There's a new ruler now that's been elected. It's from the military faction. I don't know if befriending this man is going to work, because, as I said, I think they want to go back to Carthage. Well, meanwhile, I'll try to spread our zone of influence into this area. Which we're getting close, but it's going to take a lot more than that to get them to like us, you know, up to an opinion of 100. Which we can easily do it just by sending them money. What are you doing out there? Civil wars are possible everywhere. They would rather pay tribute than to, yeah, we were a friendly tributary. And I know, I'm sorry that we broke tribute. Maybe having them as a tributary state was a good idea after all. Rather than a client state, even though they got a good army and navy. And the General of the First Stratos is a problem of theirs. That's up to them to handle. Let me drink. I guess tribute was a good idea after all. My mistake. Should have never let you go. I thought you would make a good ally, which we are. And we can use that manpower and navy. But turning him into client state would be a nice idea as well. Just for relations, then send them money. And we'll support them on... We'll support the loyalists if Civil War were to break out. Or perhaps befriend the guy. I only have one friend in mind. And election day's not coming until 3 years, so I got plenty of time. And money, I hope. So I'll continue to siphon funds. Finish that damn road! How big is the Roman Navy? Trying to match ours, huh? A naval race. Guess they know what we're up to. Doesn't seem to cost us very much, because every 3 months, we still gain a bit of money. 28 plus 28, yeah. We still make money, even while building roads. You know, how about all the way down to Syracuse? This would also connect. I wish we could have built it through there and there, which we can. It's just I need to save a little bit of money for sending gifts. As well as creating trade routes. It's another way to keep up with the income. As I say, calm down with that rhetoric. I don't like what you are selling me. Okay, you have to be one sub above, but I still would not accept it. We just need to get them a bit more, which we can. Of course they did. You chose Carthage over me. And I'm sure Carthage probably has a bone to pick with me. Yes, they probably want Sicily back. Well, be ready for anything. I mean, after all, we did sack their country. Again, they'd rather be a tributary state rather than a client state. But the problem is we would lose the alliance with them if we make it as such to be our subject. Tribute from Sparta is another good option, but that's dangerously close to Phrygia. I do not want to get involved in that mess, because they're very powerful and a very expansive country. Yeah, Phrygia made its way up to the Bosporan Kingdom. It's part of the Thracian War. Fought over to take Scythia. Unless you want the Illyrians to be client states, which is... No, tributary vassals. It's a maybe, but that's going to take a whole lot of love from them. Even though the only thing we have in common is the same religion. Now these guys, this one's a maybe. They're happy with us, but they are a lot harder to please. Yeah, take this state away from Rome and Phrygia. Dalmat. I mean, of course, Massalia always like us because, well, we're a lot of common. We're Greek and Hellenic. And they would be a lot more accepting if we get them on our side, despite the distance. And their tribute is good, even though we're both plutocratic republic. They got a lot of ships. But I fear they'll probably be a burden to us because... no casus belli towards Massalia. I'll do that too. It's either that or try to befriend other nations. Okay, so that settles it. Cyrenaica tributary, client states in other areas. But what about tribal vassals? Even though we helped each other out, and they're going to be much more easy to please. They do not like Rome, and neither do we. Not to mention they were a great help in the last war. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're trying to spread our zone of influence in other places. Even though we released them, but I'm sure it's only a matter of time before Carthage ditches them, and then we're going to have to get them to welcome back here. Or, alternatively, support the rebels. And then whoever runs this new area, then they'll join us. We do not want to integrate with them. Not yet. They will accept a subject transfer, but they have to be disloyal. They're not too loyal yet. Yes, I see. It's a lot of relations we're trying to improve. Well, meanwhile, I'm gonna keep getting my money until I have at least 250 gold, and I'll start befriending somebody. You got 2 years. Again, they can attack us anytime they want, but it seems they're more naval intensive rather than land army intensive. We're getting there. They'd rather be a tributary than a predatory status. But to me, those ships are good. We're both Greeks, you know, so I'd rather make you military status. You know, one day after we defeat the Romans, we may become a major power one day. And then they'll all have to, you know, bow to Magna Graecia. How about Boyd up there? That's too far off. Oh, and they're allied with both Carthage and Salia. Unlikely. Especially the distance. Oh, of course, you know, they belong to Phrygia. And they do not want the subject transfer. We're not saying that Phrygia's gone too far. Get your act together, will you? 4 more months. September. Then we're gonna start befriending somebody. Befriend ruler. No locals. The locals are okay. from our major city to the next. The quakes at Lograi, that's over there. There's been a massive earthquake centered upon Lograi, with a large amount of casualties and some significant damage upon the city itself. The nearby cities and areas also seen some issues, but nowhere as near as the deafening issues carried in Lograi. Our people are looking for us to set aside some more funds and try to help those in need to make the best out of the situation. Oh dear. People died from that earthquake. Ah. Such a like that did. Well, finish that damn road. We're gonna spend it. So, Slokrai, 4 population died. The nearby city of Aragon, which also took damage, 2 died. Okay. Finish that road. No more road building. Alright, go back to your respective armies. There were 3 from there. I recall they were part of this one. And 7 others will join Second Stratus. And watch them go fast thanks to this new road that's been finished. Despite the low morale, look how fast they're going. Sorry about that. It's that damn precision again. He's plotting quietly. Much ahead of the family. No risk of civil war. Okay, maybe sick. No. Let's check out the countries. They'd rather be a client state than tribute. I mean, they don't pay much money anyhow. And they were able to quell civil war possibilities. Stability. I don't think we need to send them gifts. I don't even know how long he's been a ruler. Is there a way, like, how long he's been ruling since then? We know these guys cannot be reasoned with anymore, but a civil war may erupt. And same for them. They'd rather be paying tribute, so it'll be this man that I would likely befriend. Were they always an autocratic monarchy, or am I crazy? These guys over there, that's just our potential alliance. Oh, good timing. There's a reason why I want to befriend them for a war against Rome. It's because they got a lot of cohorts. And they got plenty of money to maintain it as such. So lose one friend and we will gain this one. Not to mention pretty sizable. They only got 2 ports. Well, 4 on the other side. I need all the help I can get. They're friends with Rome, but we need to get them away. They could be a tribal vassal if we send them some money. Yeah, we're just basically creating a ragtag alliance to take on Rome, knowing that bravery and numbers cannot defeat them alone. Despite the fact they do not look like they look like much. Listen to what you're saying. But manpower, they can last long. We have more, but we've spent it. Making it impressive. The official diplomatic channel offer many ways to impress to show our respect for Philippo's first Charanid, or Karanid. A diplomatic envoy is perhaps the most obvious, bringing gifts and publicly expressing our desire for friendship. We could also send a religious delegate to tour the temples of his country or attempt to win a favor from him with the choice of an imposing solidarity. That's how Epirus sent us manpower long ago. It's moderate. Just send a lavish religious delegation. Whenever we conquer this region, we'll build a road from there and connect it to there, because that's where that road ends there, apparently. Nicephorus. Friend of the tribal chief, huh? Alright, who's winning the election? What happened? Thought you're supposed to be good at your damn job, but you're nowhere near that. I was about to say, I ought to get rid of that man. I mean, you got 2 years. But anyways, he's Praetonus, which is, what's that office again? Oh yeah. Guess I know that man. Just give him the damn... Because he's got a little bit of power base. And very little this man, so just give him the damn job. Sorry about that. This is a stupid move, but I may want to make him my rival, and despite the fact his health has suffered, I mean, he gets sick many times. How much is that for assassination? But it'll switch the ambition, so just keep collecting your money. We'll deal with him at the beginning of... No. How about start at spring? Next spring. So much politicking. This is the most political-heavy episode we've had, in addition of army building. I want the military faction in power, damn it! Where does your loyalties lie? With all this wealth you have, you are gambling. You're still pretty loyal. As for you, Archimedes, you still have loyal. This man. Even though I hate your father, but you're a good man. I didn't get to know about you. He's sarcastic. I know you're steadfast, and he's epileptic. Oh dear. Well, He'll still be around. Hope so. Oh yes, here's another thing we need to do. Try to... Lucania's running out of food. Hold on. Well, to be fair, we are supplying this region with... We'll get you some food. Let's see, is there a surplus here? Oh, there's 2 produced. You got plenty of livestock. Let's get some grain from Egypt, which is, you know, the grain capital of the world. Of course, Memphis, the center of it all. More monthly food. Hopefully, this will go up. Otherwise, I'll be building granaries, which I even consider building granaries since we changes the... Okay, I don't think there's a need for granary, but we may have to issue one just in case, you know, if war comes to us and the siege, and we don't want to starve out the populace. There's such extraordinary circumstances. Here we're forging a lot of food in Lucania, that's where we're stationed at. Let me see. Well, 800, 700. Yeah, I was thinking, like, should we just station them over there? Since they're in Apulia. That fort is in a way. Whereas we can bypass them. Yes, bypass them a bit. No, not quite, because zone of control you could see. Zone of influence there. Okay. Get over here. What's the sake of the population? The gladiator. A previously unknown gladiator has recently risen to great prominence in the arena, drawing huge crowds and by all accounts putting on a peerless show. The man has caused quite a stir, selling out packed arenas, securing fish sauce sponsorships, and netting gamblers vast sums of money. Yeah, I know a gambler. Sitting the fighter show him toward the court of Philippus before he eventually gets himself killed. It could be an easy way to integrate ourselves. Send a man to serve in his personal bodyguard. So it's moderate again. And really don't care about popularity of myself. We know a great man. The father of the nation once said that being an Archon is a thankless job. That's what he says anyways. I believe that's enough money. Well, just wait until we befriend that man, if the attempt of it works. Alright, wild beasts from far corners of the earth make for an eye-catching and exotic gifts. Various merchants throughout the region offer a wide range of creatures, both for the arena and private owners, from Scythian colts to Nubian leopards. The question is, which impressive beast to send? Really, I don't have to spend that much. Oh, that's Magna Graecia that spends money, not me spending money. Well, stop spending money. Now let's try to get rid of that party leader. He must not run the country. The aggressive expense went up because of that. It says pays for it. 48% chance. He's got a few rivals, so hopefully someone else would help me up on this. Okay. I know I got plenty of enemies. to your new post. Our efforts to encourage a friendship between Sandros and Flavos have paid off. Naturally. I don't know if befriending a man is going to make a difference. Does it? Friend of ruler. Oh, yes it does. Because we gotta get back together with the tribute. Food is still good. But what does it have here? Green fish, olive, Fulia, mind you. Fine. More hemp from the Bosporus. Get back to your navy station, because apparently the Roman fleet is positioned over there in the east, because I keep seeing them going that way. They cannot match our armies, but I may have to build a navy as well. You just stuttered there. The navy. I have to send him a gift soon. Imperator status possible. Not client. No alliance because, well, reasons. But it takes some money to get them together. Do not worry. Okay, we've befriended one country. Perhaps you can befriend another. Didn't we already finish improving relations with them? No, we did not. Why haven't we done that? It would be a useful travel vassal to us. I'm surprised they haven't, what's their civilization level? Cannot be any higher than that. I was hoping they'll adopt a democracy or a monarchy, because I feel that they're good enough to be sophisticated by then. Despite the similar religion for these Dalmatian people. They'll be willing to ally with us, but I don't want an alliance. I want, all the improved relations is finished. It won't do much, so they won't cooperate. Oh well. At least we tried. Even if you send them money, it matters little. Oh damn, why didn't we spend on that? That's for future reference. Makes a little difference. Where are we in the other... Fine. Troria. Again, you need to get up to 100. Unless I'm going to be befriending that man too. Because remember, with Cyrenaica, when you befriend a ruler, that's 25 plus. 25 plus 25, 50, in addition of gift. But of course, the positive thing is far from it because of its base. I mean, obviously Masala is much easier to please. Unless I'm going to be befriending them as well. I mean, we still got quite a ways to go. Yeah, we got lots of ways to go. You got 2 years. No, you've got 1 year till that man needs to be eliminated. But how long will an assassination take? It's 48% chance, so that's not a good chance. Okay, Egypt doesn't want to trade papyrus. No civil war, I can see. But he is at war with Rhodes. Oh, they're going north. Rhodes and Crete. Now they're going to make a presence there. And they are a stratocratic monarchy. They've gone full-on militarist. Despite the fact that the man has one marshal, but he's very charismatic. Yep, militarism in Egypt. Similar to Sparta. These guys cannot be reasoned with. They're pro-Carthaginian. Oh, is it because of the aggressive expansion is what caused that base to be lowered? Yes. Oh, that assassination. That's going to cost me. Only we can reason with Hellenic ones. Guess we'll get papyrus from some other place. Yeah, they were both from there. Matter of fact, make the rest. Need to make money by the means. Damn, I was looking for stone. Salt. No salt. I was looking at a surplus, but... just need more money. From Memphis. Tax is fine. Syracuse. Syracuse is important. Especially that's where all the research comes from. More papyrus. And a surplus of papyrus there. No wood. I know where the steppe horses come from. No stone, which would have been good for defense. Just taking wood. Nope, no wood. Okay, how about more steppe horses? It's just for local manpower. Okay. I've been ignored you for a long time. Surplus for the glass. Just to up its civilization value. Is there more honey out there? Honey, anybody got honey? Nope. Well, we made this the capital of it. Spices. You don't often see those. No more spices. Keep getting caught. Those Egyptians are gonna be happy with the amount of export. This area stone cannot be exported, but glass would do. But what else? base metals. What's the for basement? Oh, okay. That's for Freeman output. Since it's not a very populous city. This. I was about to say, why not more cloth? Because we're trying to increase, all the taxes in all these places. That's it. We need to get that man out of the way, or otherwise I'm going to start endorsing the military faction. Yeah, sorry about that aggressive expansion. Did not realize the assassination could cause that. But there's always befriending another ruler. If it's not them, then who else? These guys? Huh. I mean, they'd be a lot easier to please, so... Go near. Oh no, that'll take time. We'll get up there, definitely. We'll definitely get up there. Same for Massalia. And them too. They're likely to be a client state if we... Where are we? We'll send them money, and I'll probably befriend that man. That's probably the one. Just wait till July. That's when I will start attempting to befriend Truria. Despite the fact they've gone through a lot of crap. Civil War will break out next year. It's that time of the year. It'll be him. Very good income now. Okay. 54. You are the current consul at this time. Maybe up a lot. We have plenty of money if we were to give him something. Again, that aggressive spatcha thing, that really hurt it. Did not realize that. Should have researched it. Haven't you know better? But that's Iron Man for you. It's a religious delegation to him. At least there's no threat of civil war there. And well, you should have had me. Why you broke it? It's your fault. We could have been almost been friends. Where are we to assassinate this man? Feels like it's going to take longer than expected. And he's sponsoring games. Which means he's going to try to get a bit more popularity. Stop that. I know what he's up to. Is that aggressive expansion cost? No, that's tyranny cost. Okay. I'm thinking about it. Smearing his reputation. Just tell him how bad that man is. When he's less popular, they're less likely to vote for him. That's what I assume. Let me see the popularity for those that support him the most. Not to mention he's in bad health. It's only his own damn faction supports him. No other faction likes him but his own. Just this once. Smear his reputation. We can do another, but don't you know these people have been through enough? What ambition? Although you can't imprison him, he's a party leader. He hasn't committed a great crime. What kind of man am I these days? Trying to undermine this man's election, while I may soon endorse a military faction. Again, he has it 2 times. Whereas the candidate I want, oh, it's actually Metrodoros. I know that guy. Metrodoros. Oh, this one. Metrodoros. He's from this family, right? Yeah, that's him. That's who we're trying to get him into the office. Oh yeah, we're rivals. I don't remember. I don't remember disliking it. Sorry about that. I've never done anything wrong with you. Some more stability would do us good. Okay, we're gonna send him a lot of money. Still the consul then. Yeah, our guy didn't win, but the man from the Bosporan Kingdom did. Spartacid family, that's the dynasty of theirs. No way in any way related to the immediate family of theirs. I guess that's... Yeah, this is going to take longer than expected, and we need to endorse it already. As if we need more tyranny, but this is a moderate. That's the most political influence I ever spent in this episode. Just trying to get other countries to be with us. Senior citizen. Oh, he's 50. Oh. Proto-Archon Pro this morning. A hushed voice spoke a vision in the near future, which he was found by his loved ones, having been hanged by brigands. With shaking hands, he offered all his worldly goods to the state in return of our protection. We got enough stability, so... thank you. There we go, made friendship. And by the way, that's an achievement. Having 2 friends that are from another country, rulers in particular. They'll be willing to offer a client state. Let me send you some money now. As if you need all of that already. Wait till next year, and you will be a client state to us, and you will help us out against Rome. And if need be, Carthage in the future if we're interested in the Sardinian expedition. Sorry about the aggressive expansion. What's the matter with him? It's probably all that tyranny. How much would it be? There. Okay. It's bribing time, I guess. Haven't used my money. Right. Right. This thing's about to come to our sphere of influence. So they're more focused towards new. So we have even manpower by the time the wars will begin. Really up the morale in the navies. Like if I want, well, let's find where their ship is. Where's our favorite scout ship? Adrenaline. Hell, they're all called that. Well, that's because we ran out of original names. Naming after cities. Find the Roman fleet. So we can study them. So we'll know what can we, like how we can match them. Well, we will continue with the politics. Now you just wait. It's 22nd then. Etruria will be ours. Look. Building an arm. They spent considerable manpower. Oh yeah, they're stepping up now. Something is coming. And we'll be ready for it. We gain 240. I get 308 each day. They're mobilizing. And if we were to mobilize our army, I mean, Lord knows where that balance is going to go. Remember, the elephants will devastate many of their infantry. And we've got the Stratos, the newest army, which is where the horse archers for maneuverability, in addition to anti-infantry and heavy infantry, that's mainly for anti-cavalry. And the first Stratos is what we consider as the elite army. Supply limit is questionable at best. And certain armies can only go to certain areas. For the countryside. No horses here, so you can't create heavy cavalry. I mean, I would love to give them 2 more, just like with the elephants. How much is for 2 more? Well, I mean, of course, it's going to take up manpower of 2,000. Oh, excuse me. Horses live here. Yeah, we're going to send them over there. Give me 2 more ships just to transport the cavalry to there. Etruria. We can either make them contribute or for client state, but I've already chose a client state, which they'll pay us money still. We will protect them if they are attacked, and they will join us, and can be made an integral part of Magna Graecia. Which I'll probably do that once we really expand into Atlantium. We'll only export to Magna Graecia. Uses 1 diplomatic slot to maintain this relation. They get national commerce income. Cost a diplomatic slot. Wish it was a feudatory, but it's a small country. But one moment. What's the difference between that and feudatory status for Massalia? We're still quite a ways there. So it's subject nation, monthly manpower. They do not cost a diplomatic slot. Cannot cancel relationship. Automatically call to the Overlord's Wars and has to be of the same culture. Ah, right. These are the only Greeks out there outside of Magna Graecia. Whereas, other areas like Sparta, and it cannot be reasoned with. But having more alliances, does a tribal vassal take up? They do not. Good. Very good. You will be an integral part one day, so we can free up a slot. They do not provide much manpower. And obviously, they're not going to be feudatory because big country has to be a local power or a city-state to be of that. That's how it works. But they're going to be a tributary one day. It's your fault. May Carthage save you. Anyways. Whereas we could do to them, with their local power, it is possible to make them a feudatory status. I mean, they're not what they used to. And yes, they are responsible for breaking the alliance, but... And we stole their vassal. We'll look at each other differently one day, so you're gonna have to wait. Massalia is the best option now, if we want, the feudatory status. Even if it means befriending them and whatnot. Again, friendship don't cost money. Do I have one more slot for friendship? Again, the term will be expiring soon. I mean, it's coming in July. July 1st is election day. And I have plenty of funds for myself and the countries as well. What I was supposed to look at is friends. Yep, room for one more. Massalia. You are the current. I don't know how long you've been Archon, but let's get together. Let's get to know each other a little bit better. Find the Roman fleet. Where they're stationed at. Plus, they do not take up very much in the way of it. It would be better off just to have them as an ally. I'd rather have them as an ally, because they got great numbers. And they have the manpower, so they're kind of ready. I mean, who needs access? I mean, you get ships. You had your chance, but it's what the money is for. I'll give you money soon. Let me finish with Massalia. No fleet sighted. It's on the other side. As if the country needs more tyranny. At least when we declare war with them, the Senate will highly approve it. Well, actually, there's going to be a bit more tyranny because I'm going to endorse the candidate. And... shit! 10 more seats won't make a difference unless you hit it twice. But that means more tyranny, and down goes the stability. May have to gamble on that. You're doing a terrible job. That's all I gotta say about that. Looks like chaos will reign once again, as if we're under dictatorship again. There'll be no dictators in this upcoming conflict. Ships are here, and they'll be ready to transport these 2 heavy cavalry. Once we get a new leader in, start mobilizing. As in, army maintenance up, start drilling, and war in the next episode. Meanwhile, here you go. By the way, that tributary thing, even though they don't pay much, it doesn't take up that space, right? No, it doesn't. I recall. Cyrenaica's our ally. Soon tributary. Again, in a theoretical war. They will join us. Those two. Yeah. You may not have the best army, but there are many of you. And we could use you. So if they're not over there, then send the Navy over there. You'll be stationed there so you're to meet them. $71. Oh, we're even. We need more. Once we're done with Massalian friendship. June. Right. Endorse. Send a lavish religious delegation. This better work. Here's one. Clock's a ticking. 38-18. Two military candidates. Just scratching my head. Where is the Roman fleet? Alright. We got you on our side. 94. Alrighty. Now let me send you some money. And by next month, it'll come. It'll come. Even if we have a change of... No. The friendship's gonna go away. It better be up there. There's gonna be hell to pay. What if they were down at Croton the whole time and we didn't see them? And I do not recall Rome having any more ports than that. If they're really down there, then we're boned. They're up there, I think. Listen to you, you're paranoia. Save it. We'll lose our friendship. But, we'll befriend Massalia again. The Etruria. Okay, that's it. I've decided. You're coming in. Like it or not. What's the penalty if you don't have them two in relations? Or is just tribute good enough? I don't want to bridge a civil war again, so... Is it a good idea, really? I don't know, Cyrenaica would make good tribute, but that'll be till after the Roman War. Anyway, so... No, they're not located. They're probably down at Croton. which we would have seen them because we're bordered with them. They're probably just out on patrol, I assume. Rome's not in any... Let me see your other allies. These tribes here. Istria. The Illyrian coast. That's probably where they are. Hiding from us. Hiding from us. Okay. Again. The aggressive expansion was a mistake. It didn't need to be this way. Alright, that's it. Well, they're going to take a month to register, but if this guy gets away with it, as we would call it a bullshit result, then, well, he's still going to get assassinated. Cross my fingers. So, will it be tribute? Then? Because I don't want to take up that diplomacy relations, because rather ally with these guys, which they will. Alright, fine. We had no choice of the matter. And I'm sure they won't. They will. Okay, that's 1 and 2, but that'll be too many relations. Massalia will join. Massalia's at war. Oh, you bastards. You're the one that started it. After all the things that we did for you. After all these damn things that we did for you. Well. Again, you may don't contribute much, it's just I want to expand my zone of influence. That's the main reason. Okay, you're coming in. And yes, that's too many relations. And as a result of that, what's your loyalty? 1%. Well, we just got together, you know? Take some time. And they will be tributary one day. And a good ally. For Rome. And of course that means in a future conflict, they will come in here no matter what. Disloyal subject. Fine by me. It's none of my problem now. We're done politicking. Let's see the election results. While we continue to search for the Roman Navy. It's gonna be him. Despite the fact I've done everything I could to endorse it. By having the most seats. Slow it down. Just to add a bit of tension. No Roman fleet sighted. We don't know where they are. Don't care anymore. Return to the fleet. 3, 2, 1. Mercenaros is the new ruler. He will lead Magna Graecia to the war against Rome. We got the morale up. And yes, it's negative stability, which we'll have to sacrifice the gods for this. There. That'll do. Because that man has no zeal, and he has cancer. Can't get myself treated, can't I? Also, head of the family. Doesn't even matter. Stop that. Stop wasting time on that. There's better use with that money. What's his chance? 10. He ain't gonna kill me. But I'll tell him to interfere scheme and reduce it by 0%, so he would lose a bit of that. There, now you're no way to kill me. And he's my only rival too. And he's a friend of the general of the Second Army, Archimedes. You're an old man, but it's good that we have you. How much is the maintenance to fully mobilize? Ooh, that's bad. Well, to be fair, the stability, is negative. Didn't do so well. And that tribute isn't going to be very much from them. Okay, just for now, lower the fleet maintenance. And the fort. Because with that army maintenance up, it's time to start drilling. Be prepared. We want everybody to start drilling. And they cannot enter a civil war since they're subject to us. That's good. But Massalia, even though we can put him in, and that would be too many relations, yes. That would definitely hurt the political influence gain since we spent so much over there. But they'd be willing if they're not at war. I don't care what happens to them. We're not going to be intervening on that. Whereas we have them now. The Count still says yes. They will be automatically joining no matter what. What caused you to this change of heart? I know the diplomatic's en route. Screen. Oh, now they're super loyal. Okay, it just took a month to register. That's what that was. But if we wanted to integrate them, they would have to be, that's for annexation, which we don't want to do that. Not yet, not until we get much of over there, maybe become a major power, then we'll have Corsica to ourselves. And Tripolitana, is that civil war? This is your fault, and it's not much of a revolt. Battle of the two republics. It's all your fault. Whereas for them, you will be paying tribute sooner rather than later. I mean, they will go for it, it's just we need to get them to like us more. But just wait until after the Roman War. I just want everybody together. These guys are a bit unlikely because of that aggressive expansion, and there'll be more aggressive expansion. Save the omen for the war. So these next couple of years, I think, probably in the middle of my term. Yeah, we'll just go a little longer. We just want to start moving the troops to their positions, and then there you have it. So now, just one more big event. After wars, toil, hardship, it is with hopeful eyes that the veterans of our armies look towards retirement. A life of rural farming, with promised farmland often parcelled out to the most deserving. Recent circumstances have led great droves of our retiring soldiers cramming for this quiet life. Secret council on their generals and leaders. And I, as appointed on behalf of our generals, to negotiate a complex arrangement. We might have our tired veterans and yield them some reward. We should be very wary of what might occur should we refuse. loyalty for all. But we'll be spending a lot. That's likely. Yes, commanders like bribes, don't they? But you didn't look at the other part. Low morale. Damn! The state-owned farms would be removed and lower taxes. Yeah, taxes lowered. That hurts. Because taxation is excellent. Okay, one more month. And we'll ship them over. And then it begins. As long as everybody's healthy and loyal. No disloyal generals, because after all, military factions in charge. Hang on. That's third Stratos. They're together. Okay. To you. Okay, we cannot match the Roman Navy because they built more ships, just about as many ships as we do. They don't have as much cohorts as we do, especially the elephants and the horse archers. We don't know where the Roman Navy is, but we know they're out there. There we go. Well, originally I thought originally in the beginning, if you recall, this was supposed to be a shorter episode, but no, not really. Almost there, but they do not use diplomatic slot. How much? I mean, they're cheap, you know. They're tribe. We already sent them a gift, and we could send them a bit more. Get them back up. And then the tribal vassal will be ours. Okay. Last act. Get them on our side. If need be. But that would remove diplomatic slot, thus making us a bit of room. Oh, hell. Again, we still have months to prepare. No, years to prepare. It's not going to be till a few years then the war is declared, because we still need to drill our troops and whatnot. Again, that'll be covered for the next episode. Let's just get them in. Tribal vassal. They like us well enough, so let's use them. But let's read. Protects if they're attacked. Not automatically join us. But they do give us manpower. And make them a bit civilized. Cannot be integrated. Fair enough. Not automatically called overlord. Okay, that can wait. So that makes that option possibly useless to us, but so no reason to reason with the tribal yet. But they're good potential allies, so that means in the future war they will all come in. But again, the treaty does not expire until February of next year, which is in a few months' time. We got good manpower. Well, there's oh yeah, they're starting to build up. They know what's coming. They know what's coming, and it's going to be hell. No civil war risk. Good to see. Massalia will be a feudatory one day, if they can win their war, win, lose, or white peace, don't care. But with that kind of manpower, shaking my head, no. Plus, what are you trying to gain for? Bocatana. Sounds familiar. There. They want to control the rest of this area. They want all of this from Helvetia. This one. I see what you did, yeah. Perhaps we may intervene on this one. We have an alliance with them is one thing, but Imperator is another. Maybe we can help them. Even if it's just a short period of time, because we can definitely devastate them. Well, boys, looks like you're going on a trip in the next episode, but it has to be a quick one. I mean, 2 armies can handle all of Rome, but 1 to Massalia to help them out and get them on our side. So we have ourselves a war. But that's for the next episode, because coming up, episode 10, quite possibly the most eventful episode yet. The intervention into Massalia, and then a war with Rome. Unless Rome declares war on us. I mean, whoever's going to get the jump of it. So, it's going to be a big one. This will be a significant event that may get the attention of Carthage and maybe Phrygia or Egypt, anything. All eyes will be looking at the Italian peninsula. And we hope you'll join us. And until then, so long for now.